Dueling Pioneer, Link. Game King, first generation, is starting to link. Miao travels to the world of Game King, so he must show his true abilities. Firstly, we need to take a photo of Zhang Chao's magical guide Dragon Knight. True red-eyed Dragon Knight in the Dueling City, 00, Game King world, the protagonist will hold a ZCG card in the future, please be careful. 00, focusing on single card strength terminals, there will be some storytelling in the later stage, but we will try to minimize storytelling. Keywords of the novel. I am not a human being in Game King without pop-ups, I am not a human being in Game King. Download the full text of I am not a human being in Game King, and read the latest chapter of I am not a human being in Game King. Chapter 1. Mysterious Summoning. You are listening at novelfull.audio. Chapter 1 Mysterious Summoning Late at Night. In a certain building in the old city area, a young man with a heavy card addiction is sitting in front of a computer, moving his mouse. Miao is in a match. He uses the Tear Crown Lament deck, also known as the Tear Bead Lament clan, which is a symbol of Game King 2.0. The Pearl Tears Lament clan has a characteristic of being able to move in the opposite turn, and the fusion feature of stacking graves can create obstacles to make opponents feel headache. At the same time, the supporting magic traps of this deck are also very powerful. Branding. I must have brought the Abyssal Beast. I don't believe you got the Abyssal Beast to start with. The match started quickly, and Miao's hand was not very healthy, and he was also a backhand. As is well known, the Game King has developed to this day, and the first and second players are not the same game. First Hand Imprint captured a Dragon Mage and activated the effect, Let Me Jump, Tearful Mournful Tribe. Little Mermaid. The imprint on the opposite side is very cunning, throwing a value. Added G, but Miao is completely calm. Chain Start. Dong, Tearful Lament Clan. Little Mermaid, 1000 Garrison, Aquatic Clan. The Little Mermaid enters, this card is specially summoned from the hand card, and 3 cards are sent to the graveyard from her own deck. G takes effect. The Dragon Demon on the opposite side began to play cards, but Miao showed a cruel smile because the Little Mermaid had piled up 3 cards, including Mermaid, Siren Mermaid, and Breaking Through the Worldly Strings, Perpetual Magic card. Each Tearful Mermaid sent into the graveyard can trigger fusion, and the sound of piercing through a lifetime of bad strings can retrieve a home trap card. Chain begins. Move your tears and show me your limits. Backhand, this is the confidence that tears bring me. Ah, beautiful tears, never grow old or die. Struggle, understand, become tears. This is the process of Miao's fall, after all, he has forgotten why he set off for the sake of strength. The card game is coming to an end soon. Miao defeated this branded player with tears. Quickly, a temporary friend was added across the street, a channel was opened, and we started chatting with Miao. Spicy chicken tears, labor and management don't have abyssal beasts to start with, otherwise they will dig up all your mermaids. The abyss imprints the number 1 in the world. The appearance of this kind of speech naturally displeased others. We, Lei Jing, are the strongest. Have you seen the mischievous elves and dragon cannons? Are you afraid or not afraid of the most difficult Lei Tai operation? Rolling Calf, the round god is in hand, I will start it directly with a single card. Silver City is the king's way, you don't even understand the power of sister card. Damn Nima, have you guys from above asked me about the Tianhu Ban's order to become the Gun King? The players of the Divine Monument remained silent because they all knew their future destiny. Regarding the remarks of these guys, Miao's counterattack was equally strong and powerful. Continue Pi, don't think that the Earth Angel and other cards are restricted, you can be happy. Next month, when the fury of Jush comes, I will use Jush's tears to kill all of you guys. The speech on site became increasingly intense, with more and more people participating together, and everyone spraying each other until the sky and earth were dark. Miao is also one of them. Soon, Miao was tired from spraying. He opened a drawer where various genuine Game King cards were placed, and even domestic ZCG fake cards were available. Miao took out a fake card of Martyrs, Archangels of the Void, to observe. He found that the sleeve of the fake card was a bit worn out, so he stuffed it into his pocket and found an opportunity to get a new one. Coincidentally, a bright blue channel suddenly appeared in front of the computer at this moment. Miao thought she opened some hidden page. Can be done in the next second. Mutation appears. A heartless reminder sounded in Miao's ear. Dueling Pioneer, link in. Game Kings, first generation, starting link, transmission enabled. Miao stood in a deep blue channel of teleportation, which had a very fast flow rate. Numerous data began to flicker and jump around. Miao's mind was spinning rapidly. I feel like I've come to an incredible place. Is this a portal? Unfortunately, I don't know how to get there. Please pass the following dual residual test. If you cannot pass, you will die directly. Quickly, Miao entered the match. He must win within one round within limited resources. Enemy front field. Millennium Shield with 3000 defenses, Cotton Candy with 500 defenses, and Same Tone Monster Floating City with 3000 defenses. Enemy backfield. 1 Gaika enemy health. 5400. Miao glanced at the card in her hand, which included Fusion, Miracle Fusion, E-Call, and Mask Change. There are only 3 extra decks available. Goal: slay the opponent in 1 round. Oh, that's too simple. I used to be a hero per player. Storytelling 1.0 begins. Activate E-Call to retrieve a hero monster from the deck and add it to the hand card. The deck only has 2 cards, 1 Sky Man and 1 Ocean Man. Miao searched for Skyman. Summon Skyman and retrieve the deck's Ocean Man to join your hands. Activate Magic Card Fusion, Ocean Man plus Sky Man equals Elemental Hero. Dragon Scroller. Elemental Hero. Dragon Scroll, 2800 attack power, Warrior Clan. The Great Dragon Scroller is launched in the event of successful fusion summoning, reducing the attack and defense power of all monsters on the opponent's field to half. Cotton Candy, Millennium Shield, and the defensive strength of the floating city will be reduced by half. It's not over yet. Activate Miracle Fusion. Except for the Cemetery, Skyman and Ocean Man are summoned for a second fusion. When 2 forces unite, the strongest warrior will be born from one side in the distant and cold land. Come out, Elemental Hero. Absolute Zero Hero. Dawn, the birth of a cold hero. Elemental Hero. Absolute Zero Hero, 2500 attack power, Warrior Clan. At this moment, I chain activated the last card in my hand. Cayman changes. Under the power of Cayman transformation, the Absolute Zero Water attribute will transform into a second Cayman hero monster with the same attribute. At this point, Miao's additional deck only has 1 card. Come out now. Masked Hero. Sour Water. Boom. Under the power of Mask transformation, Elemental Hero. Absolute Zero Hero. Mask Hero. Sour Water. Masked Hero. Sour Water, 2600 attack power, Warrior Clan. At this moment, the linkage power of the 2 heroes takes effect. The Sour Water effect is activated. When this card's special summoning is successful, all the magic and trap cards on the opponent's field will be destroyed. The Absolute Zero Degree effect is activated, and when this card leaves the field, all monsters present on the opponent's field are destroyed. Chain 1 Sour Water, Chain 2 Zero Degree Hero. Game King's chain is arranged from the back to the front. The Zero Hero effect is the first to activate. Cotton Candy, Millennium Shield, and Floating City have all been destroyed. The Sour Water effect is activated, and the opponent's only backcourt is destroyed. What was destroyed was a trap card magic tube that read, so strong, so I activated it. Miao has entered the battle stage. Sour Water, 2600, plus Dragon Scroller, 2800, equals 5400 damage. Just cleared all the health points on the opposite side. Endgame. Pass. At this moment, Miao finally passed the test and was sucked in by the door that appeared in front of her. 00, I have opened a new book and I am still the Game King. By the way, I hope all the experts can follow me and read it. End of this chapter. Chapter 2. Duel City, serialized in a grand manner. You are listening at novelfull.audio. Chapter 2 Duel City, serialized in a grand manner. Dueling Pioneer, officially launched. Tip. The cards obtained in Dueling World, DM, are generally in line with the current development of the times. In a dark blue corridor, scenes introducing the world of Game King flashed quickly. Miao's expression is strange. Because these fleeting scenes are the starting plot of Game King DM's anime. Meeting Seahorse and Chicken Sauce. Due to strong jealousy and possessiveness, the blue-eyed white dragon was torn by the seahorse. Ah! This is the mournful cry of the white dragon. Becca's invitation. The savior insect feather moth angrily throws Exodia into the sea alone, and even fights a grand world. Dueling Kingdom officially begins. The legend of the Mouth King wooden game has kicked off. The duel of fate begins, and Haima forces with his younger brother. The professional training of the Mouth King is taken over, and Haima wins the duel. Old Six Socks attempt to plot against the King of Mouth failed. Bekas reveals the power of a Millennium artifact and fights to the death against the King of Mouth. The Mouthbeard King won, and Bekas began to recall the memoirs of a dead wife, attempting to use the power of darkness to shout, "Resurrect, my beloved." In the end, Bekas suffered a gruesome eye attack. From then on, the Dueling Kingdom officially came to an end. In recent days, KC Group has frequently launched major actions, and Haima Sita has also issued the latest duel rules and a brand new duel board. The new generation of DM has kicked off. Deng 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 deng, deng 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 deng. In the DM era, the familiar magical music began to play. Miao suppressed the excitement in his heart and glanced at the duel board on his left wrist. I've really come to the world of Game Kings. That's right. Card guy, you should come to this world. A world where playing cards is paramount. There is no deeper reason. Miao is going to play cards now. He wants to play cards hard. Miao dug into his pants pocket and found that the fake ZCG card had also come with him. However, the effects, attributes, and attack power of this fake card have been erased. Maybe because this is a fake card. Not only that. Miao also discovered a problem. In the CG animation just now, I looked very similar to the facial features of Muto games, with the only difference being that the two had different pupil colors and hairstyles. After coming into this world, Miao's hairstyle went from normal to non-mainstream. As is well known, the first Dueling King Muto game was Starfish Head. Miao's hairstyle is the non-mainstream hairstyle that entered the virtual world in the 6th Fujiki game. Is it okay to play the non-mainstream hairstyle of King's Wo Go in the 6th game of the Muto game? Miao took a deep breath directly. Surnamed Yu, with a passing hairstyle, he is indeed the protagonist. If Miao were not a card player, but someone else would cross over. 80% of players may not understand the gameplay of the game's King cards. When I was young, my friends didn't understand the gameplay and rules of Game King. Someone put the card on the ground and patted it. As long as the opponent's cards are flipped over, then these cards are his. This is quite normal. Some buddies also use cards as darts. Whoever flies further away will have their card, hahaha. Miao discovered something special about herself. Of course, it's not a strength of any particular area, panel. Miao, level 1, reaching the corresponding level will earn a reward. Soul Battle. 2, the higher the level, the greater the probability of getting stuck, and the higher the probability of creating miracles during crises. Skill 0. Player exclusive auxiliary skill. Card deck. 1 talent. Soul inheritance. For every monster card obtained, there is a 0.5% chance to directly awaken a powerful monster spirit. Elf incubation, using monster cards with elf heart for duels can increase proficiency. Reaching 80% proficiency can awaken powerful monster spirits. Soul of the card god. Your previous life's playing experience and foresight have been recognized, and every time you open a card pack, there is a small chance of obtaining cards that exceed the current version. Tip. Your talent has uniqueness. Dark energy. 0. Possessing dark energy, can open dark games or resist darkness. Special items, extraordinary elves, special adventures can increase the level of dark energy. Crystal. 0. Player exclusive currency, card dust. 0 levels, decks, and skills should all be exclusive to players, similar to the Duel Link mode. Soul fighting, talent, and dark energy are definitely not something that players can possess. These should be special attributes unique to the DM world. A bold guess emerged. Miao may be a player, but she is also a person from the world of Game Kings. Name, come out. Miao whispered and tried a sentence. Next second, the name Miao popped out of his head. Come back. After speaking, the name immediately disappeared. This move once again confirms Miao's speculation. Miao also discovered tutorials for beginner guidance. But is he a poker player who needs this beginner's tutorial? The answer is no need. However, random cards will be rewarded through the tutorial. Miao endured it. After all, there was too much given. It took me some time to pass this beginner's tutorial. Miao obtained some crystals and random card packs. This card package has opened several low-attack monsters with unclear meanings on the whiteboard. But there was one card that surprised Miao. It's a magic card, the Curtain of Black Magic. The Curtain of Black Magic. Pay 1000 basic points to activate. Choose a special summon from your own card, graveyard, and dark attribute monster of the Mage Clan. Perhaps, Miao can focus on the Mage Clan in the early stages of the deck. Suddenly, a system prompt appears. Initial task. Different roads, details. Your special life is destined to be extraordinary. As a newcomer to this world, you must find ways to become stronger as you balance your special identity. Please choose a faction to join within a limited time. 3 hours reward. Unknown punishment. None. If you can't even join the camp, it means you're a failed protagonist. Choose a camp. Miao focused her attention on the camp. Main character camp, KC camp, Guru's camp, other camps. Tip. After successfully joining a faction, it cannot be changed until the Duel City activity ends. What can one gain by joining the protagonist camp? Gain a deep friendship with the protagonist group and become one of them. Miao doesn't have much interest. Joining the KC camp may be very profitable, but it must be a wrong option, not to mention the strange entanglement of the Seahorse Seat people. Love even when you die. And you may not be able to join either. According to the personality of Haima's people, if you run over now, the following scene will definitely happen. Either Miao can't even enter the KC group gate and is directly taken away by the black bodyguard. Either you did indeed see the seahorse setter, but the other person looked at you with their nostrils and laughed wildly, saying this passage. Humph haha, third-rate duelers joining my group with fourth-rate decks. Fanga number 2. End of this chapter. Chapter 3. Pre-organization. You are listening at novelfull.audio. Chapter 3 Pre-organization. There is a high probability that the other camps are on ISIS's side. The Duel City is about to begin, which means that ISIS has gifted the giant divine weapon to the Haima Seat people. The plot of Dueling City is clearly a game between the protagonist group, KC group, and gurus. Joining other camps is indeed not suitable. Isis is still a superstitious girl, deeply poisoned by Millennium artifacts. Miao clearly couldn't persuade the other party and handed over the almost invincible Xianming to himself. Is it difficult to rely on oneself and the highly similar facial features of the game Muto? There seem to be too few choices. Miao finally decided to join the Guru's camp. Tip: choosing to join the Guru's faction poses a higher risk. Gurus is the largest villainous organization in Duel City, a part-time fraud group. Sunshine Boy Malik is the leader of this organization. As for the goal of Sunshine Boy, very simple. Malik wants to make the unnamed pharaoh, a dark game, feel pain. He wants to liberate the fate of the tomb-guarding tribe. Therefore, Duel City Hall serialization. Wealth insurance is in demand, and Malik has not yet arrived in Tomono City. According to the original plot, that guy will at least arrive in this city after the opening of the first stage of the Duel City. I can take advantage of this time difference and make use of the resources of the Guru's organization to become stronger, then I will decide that it is Guru's. Miaosi came and went, but found that entering Gulis was the best choice. The fake group of Gurus is a mix of fish and fish, so the difficulty of joining should not be that high. Perhaps, Miao can still ruthlessly pull wool from Malik's body. Assessment is probably necessary, after all, this is the world of playing cards. Miao opened the attribute panel and clicked to enter the deck. As a dueler, the strength of the deck determines your future. The card deck displays 1, indicating that Miao has a card deck position. Open this deck, there are a total of 40 cards. There are only 2 magic cards among them, one is an attack seal, and the other is an invincible, big fireball. Attack seal. Select one opponent's attack on the field to represent a monster, and change it to a side guard representation. Big fireball. Deals 500 damage to the opponent. Miao prefers this fireball, specifically designed to kill duels who love to lock their health. But the Dueling City seems to have a ban on card watches, and the Hayamos people have locked up these cards that cost no health. In the small black room there is only one trap card, it is for reinforcements, not reinforcements. Reinforcements can only be launched with one frontal monster on the field as the target. The monster's attack power increases by 500 until the end of the turn. There are 37 monster cards left, of which 36 are ordinary monsters with unknown low stars and low attacks. The remaining one effect monster card is Kolibo. Okay, this can be considered a little consolation. Yuzai, High 2-2, has a Coolie wave in the initial deck, and he is indeed the protagonist. The initial deck is just too youthful, poor. For Miao, who has always pursued competitive intensity, this deck is too difficult to handle. Wait, it's not right. Miao discovered that this initial deck was hiding a killing intent. At first glance, this initial deck does not have a high star plus high attack monster, but it has a 4-star high attack whiteboard monster card. Twin Elf Sisters. With only 4 stars, it has an attack power of up to 1900, almost reaching the limit of 2000, surpassing the crowd. If it's still the period of the Dueling Kingdom, this card is nothing. But Dueling City has issued the official rules for the first generation of games. Dueling player has an initial health of 4000 points. Monsters of 4 stars and below can be summoned without sacrificial offerings. 5.6 stars require 1 sacrifice. 7 stars and above require 2 sacrificial offerings. The 3 illusion gods require 3 sacrifices because they must use 3 monsters as sacrifices to summon their superiors. In this version, the monster with low stars and high attack is the king. Duel identities are indeed different. Miao opens the Dueling Pioneer and finds the unique shopping platform that belongs to players. After receiving various benefits, I received 1000 crystals. We need to reinforce it. Can this broken deck duel? It's probably enough to hit a passerby. Since Miao wants to join gurus, he must be cautious because he hates losing. The location of the mall currently only has one card box. Low level. Attack and defense specialization. Judging from the name, this card box must be very salty, even salter than salted fish eyes. Click to view. A few seconds later, Miao said with a disdainful expression, "This card box is so salty." The legendary sword equipment magic card is actually an SR. Legend sword. Only warriors can equip it, and the attack and defense power of monsters equipped with it increase by 300. The entire attack specialization card box consists of only 2 UR cards, one for boosting energy, and the other for the wall of fragmentation. Energy boost. Discard one hand card and launch it against a monster on the field, which increases its attack power by 1500 this turn. Broken wall. Launched when the opponent's monster attack manifesto is activated. The attack power of all attacking monsters on the opponent's field is reduced by 800. The UR card in this card box is quite good. In the early days of King of the game, these red pits, which have an impact on the attack power value, are very awesome. But this damn card box has hundreds of cards. Draw one pack of 100 crystals, each pack contains 5 cards, and once the cards in the card box are drawn, they will not disappear. This means that the card box is a bottomless hole. Guaranteed. Not present. It depends on your luck. The Emperor of Europe is against the sky, not the chieftain is on the street. At this moment, Miao noticed that there was Qianquan inside on the other side of the mall. Is there actually a pre-group in this place? Pre-assembly, roughly a simple card box. Although there are relatively few cards in a simple card box, some of them are more valuable and do not require any luck. Just spend a certain amount of crystal to purchase. Miao, check the price of the pre-group, good guy. Price. 800 crystals. Almost all the cards in this pre-break group are meaningless, except for the card, Wall of Separation, which has some value. Not even a monster with high stars and high attacks. Family members, it's so painful, who understands? Due to being the first game king, DM's worldview is limited, and the atmosphere of the dueling kingdom is still approaching. In this era, high attack and high star whiteboard monsters are the mainstream, and the value of each card is extremely extraordinary. If there is a high attack plus high star whiteboard, Miao can sell it and use the money to exchange some cards from this world to strengthen her skills. Tip. Cards purchased and obtained by players from the mall cannot be sold or exchanged in the DM generation. It is not advisable to use bugs to gain benefits, so he was directly warned. So this pre-group is actually spending money to buy this red pit. A mischievous aura rushed towards me. Miao ultimately bought this pre-group. Because buying pre-orders is always the most cost-effective. The initial card set is too useless, and the purity is too low without adding some awesome red pits. After purchasing the pre-group once, you can still purchase up to 2 more times. Multiple purchases of duplicate preforms will result in a 50% price overflow, so the second purchase will result in 1200 crystals. Breaking the game. Miao closed the mall directly and made slight adjustments to the card deck. Thank you for your recommended tickets and favorites. If you sign the contract, it will probably be tomorrow or the day after tomorrow. End of this chapter. Chapter 4. The Simple Axe King Environment 00 Seeking Follow-up. You are listening at novelfull.audio. Chapter 4. The Simple Axe King Environment 00 Seeking Follow-up. After adjusting the deck, Miao chooses to go to the Guru's camp. Several special coordinates guided him along the correct route. These should be several secret strongholds of gurus in Tomono City, there are quite a few. It is truly an internationally renowned card fraud group. This reputation is remarkable. Without the fair, Miao can only use the most primitive way that's running. During her journey, Miao personally experienced the true charm of the Game King world. Everything is decided by playing cards. Couples on the roadside argue and use playing cards to determine the winner. Dog blood love triangle, playing cards to determine the winner, losing the game and getting lost. The detective caught the prisoner, but it was still a card game. Various examples are unfolding. Miao became more and more excited as he watched, and he couldn't help but say, "It's really heaven for duels." He went to several nearby card shops for a few rounds and discovered something. In the DM world, the prices of those high star plus high attack whiteboard monsters are indeed outrageous. One card and one room, that's easy as for the Pot of Desire and Angel Charity. These first-generation forbidden cards are not as cheap as Miao imagined. The reason why these cards look like cabbage prices depends on what card they are compared to. Compared to those outrageously expensive whiteboard high-attack monster cards, the Pot of Desire and Angel Gifts are certainly cheaper. It's impossible to find the Pot of Desire and the Angel's Charity even by flipping through the trash can a few times, said Miao with regret. The Pot of Strong Desire, brainless and without cost, trade it for 2, draw it and earn it. Angel's Alms, forcibly draw 3 cards, then choose 2 to send to the tomb, a fake card that combines the effects of drawing, filtering, and sending to the tomb. Is it reasonable to come to the DM world without the first-generation card ban? During the journey, Miao will also be mistaken by some duelers. Those people treat him like a game of Muto. After the Dueling Kingdom, the game of Muto became completely famous. Mistaking me for a starfish head, these people are also blind. Abing's high school grades were not ideal, and his dreams were even more confusing. Since the popularity of duel monsters around the world, Abing seems to have found his own path to rise, and he and those duelers who have already made a name for themselves have a bright future. So Abing made a decision. He first went to refund the rented house, and under the reluctant gaze of the landlady, Abing wanted to gamble on everything and step into the world of duels. Goodbye, that wild and unrestrained self of the past. Wait, Muto game. Abing shouted as he saw the handsome young man running next to him. Nowadays, in the world of duels, who doesn't know about Muto games? That's the man who defeated the father of dueling monsters in the Dueling Kingdom. Black Magician. This legendary monster card is incredibly precious. If I could get it, wouldn't it be takeoff? That's it. Miao was stopped by a man named Abing in front of him. And he was also requested to duel by the other party. In the game of Wudang, I bet Huayu and you will have a duel, said Abinji with a serious tone. Do you know what you're talking about? Upon hearing what the other person was saying, Miao almost couldn't help but feel nervous. He planned to confess everything that he wasn't playing the game of Wudang. Should this group of people go to the ophthalmology department to register, even though he is not a starfish head? Abing realized that his girlfriend had no attraction to Muto games, so he immediately shifted his focus and said, "Damn it, in the game of Muto, I'll bet my deck to challenge you." Muto Games is indeed a true card player. No woman in the eyes, playing cards is natural. No wonder he can defeat the father of dueling monsters. There is a reason for this. Gambling deck. Miao stopped in his tracks. This passerby, Abing, is definitely weaker than the members of Gurus. Why not strengthen a wave of card sets with him first? Isn't it beautiful? That's right, I'm just a Muto game, come and duel. Miao started pretending to be a Wudang game with a smile and chose to challenge the young Abing. Dueling *2. Miao. 4000 LP Abing. 4000 LP, my turn, draw cards. Abing took advantage of Miao's relaxation and took the lead in attacking. He, whoever steals quickly will be the first to attack. Watching Abing draw cards from the deck, Yu Miao felt a little emotional. Compared to the master rules in real card environments, the rules in the first generation of DM are simply not too satisfying. First attack can draw cards, without too many complex time points, and there are no rules such as restricting revival. As for the ruling between cards and effects, Yu Miao suspects that you need to rely on your excellent verbal skills to persuade the other party. In this regard, the Mouth King of Mudo games is very professional. Usually summoned, Axe Raider. Abing let out a roar and placed the monster card on the duel tray. Ding, a muscular monster holding a giant axe and wearing yellow armor appeared with radiance. Axe Raider, 1700 attack power, warrior clan, Axe King. Yu Miao became a little more serious. This is an invincible Axe King. Moreover, the projection technology of KC Group is indeed very realistic. Hayamas, you are indeed 6. I'm intimidated by my strength. Abing's face lit up as he pulled out his magic card and shouted, Wooden game, let you see the true strength of my young Abing. Activate, equip with magic cards, and the Sword of Obsession. Sword of Obsession. Equip monster attack power and defense power increased by 500. When this card is sent to the graveyard, return to the top of the deck. The Axe King grabbed a big sword that appeared out of thin air with his left hand, and held the original axe with his right hand. This wave was the victory of the double blade flow. Axe Raider. 1700-2200 attack power, how about it, Wooden game, this is my strength. I finished the round. Abing is very proud of Axe King's current 2200 attack power. In the early stages, the attack power of this 2200 was indeed very high. Yu Miao was a bit dazed, but not surprised by the strength of the young soldier. Mainly because this opening is too simple and ordinary. There is no branding to give you a first wave of branding and then a complete set of resource operations. Without Lei Jing, you can jump a few gyroscopes first to get some excitement. No round god activated. There is also no brainless fire truck boss who earns 4 out of 1. The damn boy is nowhere to be seen. Suddenly, Yu Miao fell in love with DM. The duel environment here makes him feel the long-lost relaxation. No storytelling, it's really spicy Thai pants. More importantly, there is no ash, stockings, rabbits, clown birds, or meteorites. It's really a good environment. Draw a card. Yu Miao's hunger imitated the protagonists of previous dynasties and began to draw cards, shouting this line. This kind of passionate card drawing is not bad. However, at the sight of his hand, he immediately became numb. I have mastered all 3 Yu cards. The strongest Yu after evolution Yu King. Cover the inner side with a monster card, cover the backcourt, and I'll end the turn. Yu Miao had no choice but to lay out like this. Covering monsters. It seems that the game of Wudong is just like that. Young Abing laughed heartily, as he had already seen the opponent's defeat. End of this chapter. Chapter 5. First victory, mysterious card. You are listening at novelfull.audio. Chapter 5. First victory, mysterious card. Draw a card. The young soldier summoned the second monster. Come out, the monster is hunting people. Ding, the second monster appears. Monster Hunter, 1500 attack power, warrior clan, entering the battle stage. The young soldier's expression was fierce. The monster hunter wields a weapon and attacks the monsters covered by Yu Miao. Opening it, there is a lovely tofu lingering, Yu, 100 defense, angel clan, bang, such a weak monster, are you teasing me? Take my blow, Mudo game. The Axe King wielded 2 weapons and directly struck Yu Miao. Yu Miao took a few steps back. The projection of KC has a high degree of realism, even simulating a certain degree of pain. Playing cards these days, my health is really not good. Yu Miao. 4000 LP 1800 LP, my turn, draw cards. Yu Miao drew a card from the deck, as if he had mastered a technique without a teacher. Quietly end the opponent's turn. Young Abing did not express any dissatisfaction because he had already planned to end it. How could Feilong Cavalry lose? Although Yu Miao is in a disadvantaged position, there is no panic on his face. The strength of the deck does not allow Yu Miao to be capricious, but opportunities are not without them. Overwrite a monster card again. Cover a backcourt and I'll end the turn. Yu Miao kept defending without any intention of attacking at the moment. In the game of Muto, it turns out that you were lucky enough to defeat the father of the dueling monster. Young Abing drew cards from the deck and laughed wildly when he saw the cards. Don't think that if you cover 2 cards, you can scare me. Ding, a fast attack magic card lights up. It's a magic card, Whirlwind. Whirlwind. Only one magic trap card on the field can be activated. That card is destroyed. Seeing this Whirlwind magic card brought back some memories of Yu Miao's past. At that time, most of the sentence-reading friends in the park did not know the truth that destruction does not mean invalidity. At that time, they believed that the Whirlwind was a magic and trap card that could blow up the opponent, and also invalidate that effect under the distortion of the village rules. The card Whirlwind is very popular in their small town. The price once skyrocketed to a few yuan per sheet. At that time, Yu Miao relied on helping others with their homework and bought 3 whirlwinds for free, becoming the duel king of the park. This is the whirlwind, incorrect usage, which gives Yu Miao strong confidence. Damn it, do you dare to be distracted? The young soldier was very angry as he looked at Yu Miao's wandering expression on his face. He pointed to one of the 2 covers covered by Yu Miao and destroyed it. The trap card that Yu Miao initially covered has not been activated, and the young soldier judged it to be a fake pit. Ha ha ha, the wooden game must have built a fusion on my own field. Don't try to deceive me, young soldier. So, the young soldier wants to destroy the newly placed Gaika. Whoosh, a tornado is coming. Boom. The Gaika in Yu Miao's backyard has been damaged. This is a golden statue of an evil god. Golden Evil God statue. When this card is destroyed and sent to the cemetery, summon a special dark attribute Evil God derivation on your own field. Dong, a derivative monster appears. Evil God derivation, Defense Force 1000, Demon Clan, what? The young soldier's expression was ugly, and the opponent actually used his whirlwind to summon monsters on their own field for defense. Damn it, it's truly a game of Muto. It seems that I was too careless. Hey, although your move is very powerful, your advantage lies in me. Abing pulled out the 3rd monster in his hand and shouted, I'm sorry, I'm summoning the 3rd monster now. How should you deal with it? Ding, on the battlefield of Abing, a 3rd monster appeared. Monster Hunter, 1500 attack power, Warrior Clan, you only have 2 guarding monsters on the field. I won this duel, wooden game. I, the young soldier, am the future king. Amidst joy and fantasy, Bing entered the battle phase. However, Yu Miao couldn't help but laugh and said, so, wow, Kana. Upon hearing these words, the young soldier's expression was shocked, and his unease began to intensify. I used your whirlwind to summon a special derivative, so you must summon a 3rd monster. Only by maintaining the number of 3 monsters can I be killed. Once you satisfy 3 monsters, a certain power can be maximized. Yu Miao begins to operate, he opens the covered trap card and breaks the wall. Ding, the red pit lights up and the game ends. With the power of this trap, when attacking the manifesto, your monsters on the field will permanently reduce their attack power by 800 times the number of monsters on the field. At this point, you have 3 monsters. So, decrease all attack power by 2400. Yu Miao explained with great momentum, and at the same time, a red pit force began to attack the opponent. Axe King. 2200 0 attack power, Monster Hunter. 1500 0 attack power *2, no, it's impossible, how could it be like this? The young soldier's expression was flustered, and the cover card was not a fake trap. What a despicable Muto game. If we don't activate this red pit earlier, we'll have to wait for him to gather all 3 monsters on the field before we can use it. At this moment, the Axe King with 0 attack power struck the 1000 defense power derivative. The 1000 combat damage of backfire must be borne by the young soldier. Abbing. 4000 LP 3000 LP, at this point, Abbing looked at the card in his hand and was horrified to find that there was no way to reverse it. Don't panic, he still has 3000 health points, while the opponent's derivative only has 1000 attacks, and the monster covered is probably not much higher. Oh, my turn, draw cards. Miao drew cards, using the unique skills of anime, forcefully end the opponent's turn. Miao glanced lightly and took out the card on the far right, saying, sorry, I want to summon this powerful monster. Ding, they are the twin sisters of the magician family. They all have one thing in common. Beautiful looks, graceful figures, and diverse charm. Twin elves, 1900 attack power, mage clan, now, twin elves are invincible. Flip open the covered monster, leisurely. Ding, Yu, 300 attack power, angel clan, evil god derivatives have been converted into attack representations. 300 plus 1000 plus 1900, a total of 3200 combat damage, you lost. Miao smiled brightly and entered the battle stage. In 3 seconds. Abbing. 3000 LP 0 LP, dong bang, Bing fell to the ground. My young Bing actually lost. Bing wailed loudly. Miao is in a great mood because he won the first prize in this game world. Duel victory, gain character experience *500. Congratulations on reaching level 3. Please claim the rewards yourself, achieve the first victory achievement and reward mysterious card *1 due to your special identity. The talent Spirit Heart is triggered, and the proficiency of twin elves increases by 10%, daily first win doubles. Reaching 80% proficiency will awaken monster elves. Thank you to the book enthusiasts for their recommended tickets and collections. Thank you to the book friend Tengu for his generous support and tips in the filling. 00, please follow up on it. End of this chapter. Chapter 6. Invasion of the Garus Stronghold. You are listening at novelfull.audio. Chapter 6 Invasion of the Garus Stronghold. Miao's expression was slightly lost, and he pulled out this 1900 attack whiteboard twin elf from the deck. Does this thing possess the Spirit Heart? And the mysterious card? In Miao's warehouse, a monster card with a picture sealed by an iron chain is quietly placed. Observing from the card chart, the outer side appears purple. This is a fusion monster card. Research later. Miao is going to collect his own spoils of war. The deck of the young soldier. No, don't take it away. The young soldier regretted it and shouldn't underestimate this wooden game. He cried and begged for mercy, saying, I'll give you Huayu, you let go of my deck. My girlfriend is gone, you can look for her again. If the deck is gone, why don't we kill him? Card deck girlfriend square root. Hey, I hate you guys who don't admit their losses. Miao found it difficult to deal with, and at this point, dark games became very necessary. At least, in the face of dark games, no scoundrels are allowed. Miao's attitude was very tough. He first gave Bing a set of military martial arts, and then slightly inexperienced, pulled out the opponent's deck. Wooden game, you're not a human. Abbing lay rolling on the ground, refusing even the landlord's wife's request in order to become the Duel King. Sorry, I'm not actually a Muto game. Miao happily flipped through Abbing's deck, feeling that the world was fantastic. What? Are you not a Muto game? Then I'll have a yarn fight with you. Bing suddenly became angry and attacked his heart. He pointed at Yu Miao's back and said angrily, "Are you special or human?" After speaking, he fainted directly. Yu Miao first takes away the versatile card, Whirlwind. The invincible, Axe King, also took it. This card is better than Yo-Yo. As for the persistent sword, Yu Miao has doubts about this card. In the early stages of Game King DM, the ability to plus 500 attack power was already significant. After all, Alehaging's barrier happens to have a plus 500 attack power. The problem is that the return effect of the Obsession Sword at the top of the deck is too toxic. Good guy, young Abing, do you still have the previous ban card seizure? Yu Miao instinctively licked her lips, and this snatch was worth more than 10 whirlwinds. Forceful. Obtain control of the opponent's monster equipped with this card. Each time the opponent prepares, they recover 1000 basic points. Take it down. Must join the deck. Yu Miao smiled with satisfaction. Although the performance of the young soldier was not ideal, his deck was very ideal. It is reasonable for a young soldier to have a forceful seizure. Flipping and flipping, he also scraped out a red pit. Famous, explosive armor. This card is a symbol of peace, like a knotted pistol, either destroyed or on the path of destruction. Explosive armor, it's so kind in the anime. Some things cannot be ignored, and Yu Miao stopped putting explosive armor into his deck. Wait, since this red pit is 100% equipped with a mocking function, wouldn't it be possible for me to cover it on the field and truly protect important core cards? Yu Miao took a deep breath. So this is the true purpose of exploding armor. Pseudo trap, is it you? Explosive armor. Hee, that's me. In the hands of a true dueler, even if the armor is shattered, it can still shine. Yu Miao finally stuffed the armor into his own deck. The initial deck, which used to be so poor that it was impossible, gradually gained a normal scale. Upgrade rewards are crystal rewards for characters up to level 5. At level 5, players can obtain a gold card pack. Card packs are available in white, blue, gold, and color. Visually, each card pack of different colors is equal to the value of this card pack. The higher the value of the card pack, the more attractive the cards can be. An arcade game hall with a long history. At this point, beside an old machine, Yu Miao, wearing a blue coat, is staring at a game console on the screen. The Brave Save the Princess. A very old arcade game with a leather cover. Just why is the protagonist a Q. version of the seahorse setter, and the princess a mouth king with a starfish head? It's a miracle that this arcade game hall was not smashed by the seahorse setter. I didn't expect this arcade game hall to be a secret stronghold of gurus. If Yu Miao didn't have instructions for the mission, he wouldn't have discovered it at all. Q. How to quickly join a faction. Answer. Act high. Profile and make the people behind the scenes quickly notice you. Yu Miao took out a well-prepared basketball and performed a magical dance step in place, along with lyrics that could be called magic sounds. Only 1 minute. The dark grid door of the arcade hall was opened. A man wearing black clothes appeared. Wearing extremely tasteless black funeral attire, this is the corporate culture of gurus. They almost didn't tattoo the 3 characters, gurus, on their heads. I don't know what Malik really thinks. Superman's strong face was infuriated to a pig liver color, clearly dumbfounded by Yu Miao's magical singing and basketball skills. At first, he mistook Yu Miao for the Mudo game that had been on the rise recently. For the safety of the stronghold of gurus, Superman Chang was very cautious and did not plan to come out. Who could have thought of it? This man actually took out a basketball and started performing. I can't bear it. Superman's strength is really unbearable. He also confirmed one thing, this guy must not be a Mudo game. NND, it's not a Mudo game. How dare you be so arrogant here? What do you really want to do? Superman forcefully took off his black jumpsuit hood. As a rare card hunter of the gurus, he could bear this insult. Oh, I want to join Gurus. Miao expressed her intention. In recent years, Gurus, a great enterprise, has gained considerable international recognition. This man knows that Garus is not surprising, but how did he find this stronghold? Duel, if you win, listen to me. Miao opened the duel tray and issued a duel request. Humph, innocent kid, you don't even know what power is, Superman agreed forcefully. Not agreeing is not acceptable. This stronghold has already been exposed. What if he doesn't handle this kid properly and reports this place to the KC group? Dueling *2. Miao. 4000 LP Superman strong. 4000 LP, attack me first. Miao drew cards from the deck. The feeling of drawing cards first is really enjoyable. Unfortunately, the deck strength does not allow him to unleash storytelling. But even without talking about books, one can still be very happy. Come out, the invincible Axe King, kill, 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 kill whales, the way of heaven and earth. Ding, Axe Raider, 1700 attack power, ground attribute, the Axe King was very cooperative with Miao. As soon as he appeared, he waved his axe and his face became pitch black. Yeah, it's a strong art style. This is the Axe King who has studied in Hong Kong, man. I've finished this round, Miao said helplessly. Surprisingly, all the cards in my hand are monsters, amazing. Thank you to book friends for their recommended tickets and collection support. Thank you to book enthusiasts Chang Tsuanjuan and Ouyang Yining for their generous support and rewards. Thank you to book friends Chang Tsuanjuan, 201908120737222289, 202201100116100103, and Yao Yao Xian Ji Ba Yun Zi for their monthly ticket support 00. Thank you all, and by the way, please follow up on the reading. End of this chapter. Chapter 7. Summoning the Failed Black Magic Girl. You are listening at novelfull.audio. Chapter 7. Summoning the Failed Black Magic Girl. Humph, you actually have 1704 star monsters. It seems that you are not completely useless. Unfortunately, you've encountered a rare card hunter. Draw a card. Superman draws cards from the deck. A golden-orange thunderbolt suddenly landed in the monster area. Bang! Thunder erupted suddenly. The intense flash made Miao instinctively close her eyes. After opening it, his field area was scorched black as for the invincible Axe King. Dead to death, leaving only a rotten axe on the field, which is the only evidence of the existence of the Whale Slayer Axe King. Yes, Superman launched a magic card, Lightning Strike. Lightning Strike. All monsters on the opponent's field are destroyed. In a real card environment, lightning strikes are limiting cards. Although many mainstream players do not include it, judging from a single card, this lightning strike is not low in terms of throwing tiles. Firstly, there is complete destruction without taking objects, including attacks, defenses, and monsters on the inside. It is an indispensable part of the Game King to determine whether to take objects or not during the public's decision-making process. Not taking objects is nobility. During the DM period, lightning strikes can reach a maximum of 1 for 5. If you ask the Haima seat person to come and take 3 pictures of the blue-eyed white dragon, they will still be struck by lightning and all of them will be eaten. The question is, how about using lightning to blow up an Axe King on the opposite side? Is this reasonable? Unless the other side can OTK themselves in 1 round. Hahaha, you're lucky to die under my lightning strike. Let me show you the real duel. Usually summoning, but also attacking. Light jumping, a warrior holding a sharp blade appeared, his face covered in malice. This was an old 6. Raid Yozua, 1300 attack power, warrior clan. It's not over yet. Activate the magic card, Lightning Sword. Lightning Sword. Exclusive to warrior families. The attack power of equipment monsters increases by 800. The attack power of all water attribute monsters on the field decreases by 500. Bibibi the sharp samurai sword unleashed lightning, and its attack power began to soar. Another example of surprise attack. 1300-2100 attack power, this monster can attack twice in one turn, wasting a lightning strike against the Axe King. This guy wants to OTK me. Yu Miao's expression was solemn, but he didn't cover any backcourt. The other party also noticed this, so they were so reckless. It's over, ridiculous brat, Gullus. Long live. Superman Chang entered the battle stage. Another sword, releasing lightning, struck Yu Miao. Yu Miao endured the impact of the projection function. Yu Miao. 4000 LP 1900 LP, Yazwa jumped into the air and launched a second attack, waving his sharp blade wrapped in lightning and chopping. Boom! The terrifying arc instantly enveloped Yu Miao and blew up waves of dust. Ha ha ha, foolish spicy chicken, this is the end of teasing Grus against him. Superman Chang was extremely satisfied with this result. However, after the smoke dissipates, Superman instinctively dilated his pupils, his lips trembled slightly, and he stepped back, saying, "It's impossible, why haven't you lost yet?" Yu Miao. 1900 LP, health has not changed to 0. Wow, it's really dangerous. Fortunately, I activated this card. Yu Miaoyang took out the card, which was the Coolie Wave gifted by the initial deck. Kalibo, real name, Chestnut Ball. One of the favorite hand traps in Mudo games, no one. In times of crisis, it can always save your life. A life without coolies is an incomplete one. Having it, you are the true protagonist. Damn it, this kind of miscellaneous fish monster. Superman's strong face turned pig liver color again, and he shouted, "Despicable, despicable and shameless." Hand pit is one of the necessary steps for the Game King, explained Yu Miao disdainfully. Then, Yu Miao forcibly ended the opponent's turn. Got it. Yu Miao activated the magic card. Activate the magic card, Whirlwind. Young soldier, thank you. The magic card of Lightning Sword has been destroyed, and its attack power has been reduced by 1300 points. I usually summon twin elves. Two enchanting sisters entered the arena and stood beside Yu Miao, one on the left and one on the right. Twin elves, 1900 attack power, Mage Clan, Superman's teeth itch with force. Enter the battle phase. Yu Miao issued an order. The twin elves sandwiched left and right, and their trimmed long legs kicked fiercely at Yozwa's waist. Fatal kidney strike. Yozwa's eyes rolled out and he was kicked to pieces on the spot. Superman Chang was blown away by the battle impact, and his health began to decline. Superman strong. 4000 LP 3400 LP, damn it, how could a rare card hunter lose to a basketball kid? Superman stood up and drew cards from the deck, entering the main stage. Looking at the magic card in his hand, Superman Chang was immediately overjoyed. The winner of this duel is still him. Activate the dead to resurrect. Superman held up this magical card that emitted light. Resurrection of the dead. Activate a monster in one's own or the opponent's graveyard as the object. That monster is specially summoned on one's own field. This is the ultimate magic card for the anime Game King. Ding Raid Yozwa, 1300 attack power, Warrior Clan. Superman resurrected the monster in the cemetery and pulled out a monster card from his hand. He looked at Yu Miao with a gloomy expression and said, "Let me show you the treasure trove of rare card hunters." As soon as the words fell, Yu Miao couldn't help but frown. Gurus, it's a professional fraud group. I offer Yozwa as a sacrifice, and my superiors summon this ace monster from the Magic Clan. Come out, Black Magic Girl. The Black Magic Girl among Superman's martial arts masters. It is said that there is only one Black Magic Girl in the world, and it only exists in the hands of Mudo games. So this black magic girl must be a fake card created by gurus using excellent technology. Even the old AI with 5 corpses dares to fake, the black magic girl is nothing. Whoosh, a gust of air lingered at Yosua's feet, which was the prelude to being sacrificed. However, the next second, Superman Chang looked bewildered. This black magic girl is placed on the duel tray and cannot display the projection, ha ha ha. Miao couldn't help but burst out laughing. Sorry, he couldn't help it. Miao has received professional training in playing cards and usually won't laugh unless it's too funny. In his previous life's duel, Miao witnessed the scumbag on the opposite side and the suspension of trading due to forgetting to self-discipline, but the scene before me is so funny. Damn it, I really can't use it. Superman was so angry that he shook his hands. Gurus' counterfeiting techniques are not omnipotent, and there are also good and bad ones in the fake card pile. Even fake cards with good appearance have a certain probability of not being able to be used in normal duels. Not to mention fake cards with poor appearance. Simply put, you must look at your face. Another point is that fake cards are more likely to be worn and destroyed by duels. This supernatural phenomenon is difficult to explain. Waste. Superman angrily threw the card from his hand to the ground, and even stepped on it a few times. Upon seeing this scene, Miao furrowed his brows and eyes, and he angrily rebuked the other party for such behavior. Enough, fake cards shouldn't have been trampled on by you like this. You don't cherish your cards so much, no wonder you refuse even fake cards. End of this chapter. Chapter 8. I need to go to Tomono City in advance. You are listening at novelfull.audio. Chapter 8. I need to go to Tomono City in advance. Superman Chianka couldn't bear to hear such words, so he retorted, "Are you teaching me how to do things?" The black magic girl couldn't summon it, so he immediately replaced it with another higher level monster. Come out, bull ghost. Whoosh, a night pot stands out, and smoke sprays out from it, gradually forming a huge virtual image of a bull-headed person. Shocking. Bull-headed people haunt. Bull Ghost, 2150 attack power, Demon Clan, go, Bull Ghost, enter the battle phase. Superman issued a strong command. I originally wanted to show off the black magic girl and give her a little shock, but I didn't expect to become a clown. Superman Chang, as a senior member of Gurus, must regain face. The twin sisters are defeated and destroyed. The Tauren are too powerful. Miao. 1900 LP 1650 LP, that's the end of the turn. Superman crossed his arms and believed that the monster with 2150 attack power was enough to crush everything. This is not a power that can be enhanced by equipment cards, it will not be destroyed by things like whirlwinds. Miao's eyes were firm. He hated the feeling of losing and could never lose to such a guy. In this poor deck, there is a flipping card. Young soldier, give me a helping hand. At this moment, Miao didn't pay attention to his attribute panel, and the level 2 soul fighting was burning. Draw a card. This is a very mysterious experience. When she pulled out this card, Miao felt that it was a snatch and there was no need to confirm the answer. Is this just the divine drawing that only exists in anime? Activate the equipment magic card and seize it. Miao didn't even look and directly inserted the equipment card into the duel tray. Ding, seize this equipment and unleash its radiance. Then, the projection function starts. Awesome. A sneaky white-haired man appeared, his appearance resembling that of a young soldier. I saw Abing charging towards the Superman field with magical steps, under the latter's incredible gaze. Abing picked up the cow ghost and turned around to run. In this way, the control of Nyogue was transferred to Yomiao field, and he sighed, even the Nyoto people are not defeated by Abing. I usually summon Elf Swordsman. Ding, Elf Swordsman, 1400 attack power, Warrior Clan. This is the most primitive cannon fodder swordsman, with no effect, it was sent by the pre-destruction group. The early 1400 attack power was decent, so Yu Miao joined the deck. Attack directly. Without hesitation, Yu Miao entered the battle stage. 1400 plus 2150 is equal to 3550 combat damage. Boom! Superman Chang fell to the ground on the spot, and his health was also cleared. Winner. Yu Miao. Dueling victory, gains character experience *1000. Congratulations on reaching level 5. Please claim the rewards yourself. The talent Spirit Heart is triggered, increasing the proficiency of twin elves. Yu Miao didn't have time to manage the rewards for now. He walked up to Superman Chang and said, "I won. You should keep your promise." Superman skillfully wiped the sweat off his face, and he accepted his fate. Join and join. Having powerful duelers join is not a bad thing for the Guru's organization. But this matter doesn't count as he said it. Gurus is a vast organization of rare card hunters and a place where Lord Malik can speak for himself. Superman Chang took out a specially made communicator and began to contact headquarters. He wanted to consult with Sunshine Boy. In general, Lord Malik does not care about the situation at the lower level, but anyone who wants to join must be informed. Moreover, Superman Chang always finds this Yu Miao very strange. The call was quickly connected. But the other person is not the Sunshine Boy, but the bald Lichid from the underworld. Everyone around Gurus knows one thing. Lichid is Malik's confidant and spokesperson. Superman Chang quickly summarized the story of Yu Miao. A small overseas island far from Tomono City. At this moment, the sky is gloomy. A gust of wind blew outside the window, lifting the curtains and revealing the person protruding in the darkness. This person is dressed in the uniform of the Gurus, holding a golden scepter in his right hand, with outstanding golden eyes visible at the top of the staff. He, Sunshine Boy, the leader of Gurus, Malik Ishidar. Suddenly, a clear cough sounded. So isn't this thing right? Next to Malik, there was also a man wearing a Guru's uniform standing. He is one of the underworld duos of the Game King DM, the bald man, Lichid. No, in front of my power, no conspiracy can escape. I don't care what purpose this Yu Miao has. Malik smiled confidently as he led the massive Guru's organization, relying not on any personal charm or superb operational skills, but fear. On the contrary, his brain is not just a decoration. Every time the conscious people under the Guru's organization want to stir up, Malik always questions his super brain. Malik, use your intelligence to come up with a solution. At this point, the brain will answer itself. Malik, quickly use the Millennium Scepter and Winged Dragon in your hand. That's right. Malik immediately sat firmly on the fishing platform. The Millennium Scepter can capture people's hearts and unlock dark games, and the Winged Dragon, a card of the Phantom God, can burn the souls of enemies. With these means, he tightly controlled the organization of Gurus. So, Malik doesn't care at all about what's going on below the bottom of Garus. As long as he is here, Gurus will be there. I am really curious to look exactly like the unknown pharaoh. Malik showed an interesting expression and continued. I have a bold idea, Lichid. There has been a change in the plan. I need to go to Tomono City in advance. Compared to the original work, Malik arrived in the city of Tomono earlier and earlier. Yu Miao officially joined the Guru's organization. At the same time, the settlement of the initial task begins. He wants to see what kind of reward this is. Initial task. Different roads, completed, distribute rewards, obtain random skill *1, obtain card dust *100, obtain super rainbow card pack, Mage Clan *1, obtained crystal *4000. This white flower reward made Yu Miao lick his lips. Great. Press down on the impulse to view rewards. He walked up to Superman Strong lying flat on the ground and said, according to the rules of the Dueling City, I will take your rare card. Lightning strike. The dead are resurrected. These are all general-purpose cards. Mingren doesn't speak in secret, Miao needs these cards. No, it's not right. The Duel City hasn't started yet, it's against the rules, said Superman Chang with a dead expression. Miao shook his head and explained, I am already a qualified gurus. If you were to take my place, would you think I did something wrong? Superman shook his head forcefully as he attempted to enter the identity of Miao. In the face of this naked temptation, he will definitely not let it go. That's right, our duty as gurus hunters is to steal other people's cards. But today's service attitude is different, and we gulless hunters should strive for excellence. What's the point of grabbing a rare card? We should go further and create brilliance again. Thank you to the book friend Fong Tianchuoj for your monthly ticket support. Thank you for your support in collecting and recommending tickets. End of this chapter. Chapter 9. The Role of Skills and Card Dust. You are listening at novelfull.audio. Chapter 9. The Role of Skills and Card Dust. Superman was startled for a moment, he sounded quite reasonable. The problem is here. He's a victim. You are constantly striving for excellence, creating new brilliance, and looking for others outside. What are you doing with friendly colleagues? After all, I'm not a bad person either. Although I took your deck, I will keep you a card as a souvenir. After saying that, Miao returned the whiteboard Nyogue of the deck to Superman Chang. This card is treated as a commemoration. Murder kills the heart. The guru's hunter came out to cheat, but he wants to return it. To grab a card, one must have the awareness of being robbed. Trembling hands, holding the ace monster in their hands, Superman suddenly felt even more uncomfortable. He cried directly. Finally, Superman Chang had to cover his conscience and say, Miao, you are really a kind guru's hunter. Miao felt stronger again. Unfortunately. Intense desire, angel charity, and selection of these divine cards are completely impossible to find in Superman's powerful deck. Even if you choose hard, it's okay. After all, Miao's deck strength doesn't match this banned card. But there must be strong desires and angel alms. Shit, isn't it that these cards can be seen everywhere in the DM dueling deck? Miao picked up Superman Chang's collar and summoned his fist to attack as a threat, saying, why don't you all release the pot of desire and angel's alms to the deck? How can he improve if you don't let go of your strong desires and Tianshi? What are you doing with these cards? Superman obediently told the truth, these cards are useless. The pot of desire only draws 2 cards. It's better to add an additional high attack monster or equipment magic card for rapid attacks. That angel's charity is even more outrageous. Drawing 3 and losing 2 actually means it hasn't been activated. Do you have some more powerful, high attack monster cards in these spare slots that are not fragrant? After hearing this explanation, Miao was greatly shocked and exclaimed, God of the gaming industry. What kind of understanding is this? Upon hearing that he was referred to as the god of the gaming industry, Superman Chang seemed a bit embarrassed. Miao temporarily resides in the stronghold of this arcade hall. He randomly found a room as a temporary stronghold and secretly conducted an exciting inventory and reward process. First of all, skills. As a player, Miao can certainly enjoy the benefits of skills. Miracle Draw card. You can only use it once in a duel, and a Game King BGM will randomly sound within a radius of 30 meters. During the duration of the BGM, your fighting soul will be increased, and the probability of divine draw will be greatly increased. Tip. This skill has uniqueness and cannot be obtained by other players. BGM. Why does Miao feel that this skill is strange and strong? This reminded him of Xiao Feng carrying a radio on his shoulder when the BGM rang that year. Miao directly inserted her hands into her pockets, not knowing what her opponent was. Super Rainbow Card Pack, Mage Clan. Use this card pack to randomly obtain 3 rare SRUR Mage Clan effect monsters. The probability of awakening elves with monster cards is increased. If there is a soul inheritance talent to cooperate, the probability is greatly increased. Good thing, we'll open it later. Miao focused her attention on the most mysterious card dust. This kind of thing called card dust is displayed in its panel properties. But the effect has always been unknown. Card dust. Injecting a certain number of fake cards, depending on different cards, can convert them into real cards and endow them with spirit hearts. Inject the real card to meet the required quantity, and awaken the card to different vests or modify it to anime original or other effects. Inject the real card to meet the conditions and awaken the spirit heart of the card. Hiss, Miao instinctively took a breath. If the skill gives a big surprise. So, Miao felt a grand road towards something as treacherous as card dust. All 3 effects are extremely incredible. Miao took out a card from his pocket. This is a fake card from ZCG, Martyrs. Archangel of Nothingness. This fake card currently has no attributes, effects, or attack power, only the card image and name. If enough card dust is poured into this card, it can turn fake cards into real cards and even give Elf Heart. With the Elf Heart, let the card of the Void Archangel awaken true elves, and it's just around the corner. Hey, I have to take out a fake card and kill the other person. As for the second effect of card dust, it is also very incredible. Give an example. Miao injects card dust into the original version of the Elf Swordsman, and then awakens an effective version of the vest, which is the Elf Swordsman who flips over enemies. Give another example. The Heavenly Descending Treasure card of the real card is garbage, but if card dust is injected, it can turn it into an anime version effect. Heavenly Descending Treasure cards, anime version. Both players replenish their cards until they reach 6. Strong and powerful. Inject, we must inject energy essence. Tip. Martyrs. Archangel of Nothingness is too powerful and requires 10,000 card dust to convert. Miao rubbed her eyes and looked at the 4 zeros behind this one. 10,000 calories of dust. Hoop your monkey. Miao currently only has 100 card dust. The Void Archangel is a monster with infinite attack power, perhaps it is indeed too powerful. Miao should lower her goal a bit. Then he noticed the black magic girl still lying on the ground. This is a fake card. Miao picked it up, and first he patted the dust off the card. Try injecting card dust. Tip. Black magic girl requires 100 card dust conversion. Are you sure you want to convert it? Confirm. Due to the fact that the Super Rainbow card pack is limited to the Mage Clan, the focus resources can only be shifted towards the Mage Clan in the early stages. The Black Magic Girl happens to be a member of the Wizarding Clan. Furthermore, Miao showed an LSP smile. He used to fall so quickly, wasn't it because they were all younger sisters? No one can resist the temptation of sister cards. No one. Tip. Congratulations on the successful conversion. Black Magic Girl has obtained the Elf Heart. From a fake card to a real card, Miao found that the Black Magic Girl card in her hand had better quality. Big and white does the feel seem to be a bit heavier. Only monster cards with the Elf Heart have the possibility of awakening powerful elves. Miao is very satisfied. The addition of the Black Magic Girl, combined with the previously obtained Black Magic Curtain. Miao had to project the early direction of the deck onto the Mage Clan. And he feels so much like a Mudo game, if the composition of the future deck becomes more and more like the other party. What will happen then? Is it a true or fake Mudo game? Can this be considered a disguised Tauren? At the thought of this, Miao's expression was complex. He was a steadfast and pure love god of war. But taking a step back, if he can't become a pure love war god, then he must become a bullhead prison, NTL, how did Boss Chao say that? I would rather bully the people of the world than bully me. End of this chapter. Chapter 10. Secret Massage. You are listening at novelfull.audio. Chapter 10 Secret Massage, claim upgrade rewards completed. Miao has collected all the upgraded rewards. Except for crystals, reaching level 5 will receive a golden card package reward. Gold card pack. Use this card pack to randomly obtain 3 cards with NSR rarity. Miao currently has 1 gold card bag and 1 super rainbow card bag, Mage Clan, on hand. Tip. The gold card bag has been successfully used. Congratulations on obtaining the effect monster, Raid Yozua, *1, congratulations on obtaining, usually monster card, Lion Wizard, SR, *1, congratulations on obtaining, usually magic card, Blue Potion, N, *1, Lion Wizard, my day, Miao looked disdainful, although this thing was once a divine card of a certain era. The intensity is really too low. A 5-star whiteboard with only 1350 attack power is truly a tear of the times. The golden card pack is equivalent to a white opening. Miao decided to enter the most important stage, which is the rainbow card pack. Tip. The super rainbow card pack has been successfully used. Congratulations on obtaining the effect monster card, Demon Warrior. Destroyer, you are, *1, congratulations on obtaining the effect monster card. Inject Angel Lily, SR, *1, Miao is very satisfied with these 2 monster cards of the Mage Clan, both of which are powerful single cards in the early stages of DM. Until the 3rd monster card of the Mage Clan appeared, a huge golden and silver dual color light emerged throughout the room. This is out of stock. After the light dissipates. Surrounded by darkness, I couldn't see my fingers and could only see a few faint glimmers of light, shining like stars in the night sky. Starlight converged on a monster card in Miao's hand, and he pronounced the name of the card. True Silent Magician. Unlike the LV Silent Magician held by Xiaobiao, this card of the True Silent Magician is even more colorful. Lu LSP's beloved. Miao is very satisfied. There is finally 1 terminal monster in his deck that can be seen. The matter is not over yet. On this colorful, True Silent Magician card, a silver particle light is released. Dueling Elves. Miao has the first dual elf in her life. Holding a powerful dual spirit is the quickest way to enhance the fighting soul. When the True Silent Magician awakened the elves, Miao's fighting soul was raised from level 2 to level 4. There is also a level of dark energy. This is a monster elf with powerful energy. At this point, the silver particles gradually condensed into a humanoid shape. Yeah, it's a True Silent Magician. Are you my master? A cold voice rang in Miao's ear. At this moment, the True Silent Magician, dressed in a tight silver-white robe, revealed her curvaceous figure to the fullest. Silver long hair with loose shoulders, exquisite face, and a pair of eyes shining like pearls. But there was no emotional fluctuation in these eyes, and she still looked disgusted with you. Good guy. The materialized elf is indeed 100 times more beautiful than the cartoon, not bad, I am your master. Miao must admit, first establish the status of both sides, and then handle matters in the future. Oh, that's it, then that's it. The truly silent magician lifted the exaggerated amount of flesh with his arms and said in a casual tone, Miao. You are really a lucky guy to have such an excellent top magician like me. With my help, I believe you have already spent all your luck in this lifetime. The truly silent magician had a proud expression on her face. She gently brushed aside the silver hair on her side, revealing a strong and powerful confidence in herself. The more you look at it, the more it becomes strange. How could this truly silent magician have a sign of a common belief woman? Miao must immediately teach the other party a lesson. It doesn't matter, I don't care. Now, please touch my cheek with your hand and also give me a massage. True silent magician. She suspected that she had heard wrong. How could the man in front of her, a powerful wizard elf like her, make her do such a thing? Quick, it's urgent, Miao urged. What does it feel like to have a beautiful dual elf touch your face? Are you joking? I am one of the top magicians. I have witnessed the collision and prosperity of magical civilizations, as well as the decline of the Magic Academy. Ramzan. How dare the man in front of him? How dare you? The true silent magician confirmed with a strange expression, do you really want me to do such a thing? Miao showed a sinister smile of Anya and reached out to pat the sofa, saying in a chubby tone, hurry, hurry, I'm in a hurry. The expression of the truly silent magician was as if he had eaten shit. As a monster elf, she cannot disobey her master's orders. That is to say, she really can't refuse Miao. Slowly a pair of cold hands pressed against her face, and Miao enjoyed it all. This is the correct way to open monster spirits. Omitted, the architecture of gurus is simple. There are approximately 7 mysterious strongholds in Tomono City, while gurus has countless strongholds worldwide. In the world of counterfeiting, gurus is the benchmark of this industry. Of course, the simple organizational structure is also strange. Although gurus is Malik's one man, the actual person in charge on a daily basis is Lichid. The position of gurus from top to bottom is like this. Gurus. Leader, Malik. Second leader, Lichid. Backbone, Pandora, light and dark masks. City stronghold leader. Rare card hunter. Superman Chang is just a rare card hunter in this stronghold. Miao quickly understood the internal structure of gurus. Because the main task for Miao has come out. Advanced task. Duel City Apostle Walker details. You have successfully infiltrated the international organization, Gurus. Next, you need to do everything possible to improve your status. Remember, you are an emotionless card player. Time. None rewards. Stage 1, become the leader of the stronghold of the Gurus organization, reward, card packs, *5, Phase 2, becoming the backbone of the Gurus organization, rewarding, super expert pre-group, *1, mysterious reward *. Stage 3, becoming the second in command of the Gurus organization, rewarding, character talent, *1, mysterious reward. Stage 4, becoming the leader of the Gurus organization, rewarding, . Punishment. None, serialized mission. The road to dueling, details. Cards are swords, duel plates are shields, monster duels are wars and rituals. From the moment you become a dueler, you are destined to fight on the battlefield until you become the strongest. Time. None reward. Every time you defeat an original character for the first time, you can drop 100% of the exclusive character card pack. Punishment. None. This leaving aside this serialization task, it's not right to just focus on this advanced task. Miao is aggrieved. He likes watching those undercover Hong Kong dramas, but it doesn't mean he wants to be an undercover agent. And this reward for the 4th stage seems very dangerous, making him the leader of Gurus. Is this meant for him to deceive or betray Malik? Think about it, it seems quite exciting. And these task rewards are very generous, very suitable for oneself. Gurus is indeed a good place. Thank you to the book friend Tengu for his generous support and tips in the filling. Thank you to book enthusiasts Shadow Wind, Name Only, Monster Sage 8 Cloud Purple, 202303042211288682, and the monthly ticket support for entering the madness. Thank you for your support in collecting and recommending tickets. End of this chapter.